Welcome to MOVATI. My name is Etienne Ranger, and this is our 45-minute power and flow yoga class. All right, so we've made it here. We're taking time for ourselves. Excellent. Preventing those injuries and just working on that stretch. We're going to begin today. We're going to be connecting with that mat. We're going to be connecting with ourselves through movement. But before, we're going to need that good amount of space. Our yoga mat, some blocks, and a nice drink of water. All right, let's begin today's class, today's practice in standing. At the top of the mat, feet shoulder width apart. Checking in with the breath and allowing yourself to also lose that breathing pattern. And then bring it back. Give it permission to go and then bring it back. All right. We're standing, checking in on the feet. Little bend in the legs as we rise with the hands. Reaching those fingertips all the way up. As the hands come to prayer, we're going to dive those hands down to the mat. We're going to hop or step the feet back, holding the plank. Head side to side. 3. Good. Back to the center. Hop or step the feet to the front. Good. Rising with the hands. As the hands come to prayer, come to touch, open up those hands and dive once again. Hands on the mat, hop or step, hold that plank. One foot in, bring the other leg in, rising with the hand. As the hands touch, dive for the last one as we bring those hands to the mat. Step the right, step the left, hold this plank. Checking in on the breath. From here, we're going to gently and slowly lower the knees down. We're going to open those knees up, big toes to touch, as we sit back on those heels and reach the hands forward, forehead to the ground, child's pose. Checking in on the breath. Connecting through that movement today as we stretch it out and feel good. As we walk those hands to the right, placing the left hand on top of the right. Forehead to the ground. Nice. Let's bring it back to the center and hold it here. Walk it to the left, to the other side. Placing the right hand on top of the left, forehead to the ground. Let's walk those hands back into the center. As we walk the hands in, bringing those knees in, checking in on the hands and the knees. Finding that table, drawing that circle with the hips as we transfer the weight to the front, to the side, sitting back on those heels. We can choose to change direction anytime we feel. We can hold on one particular. You can switch as many times as you feel. Let's find ourselves back in table. Spread those fingers. Line it up. Shoulders over the wrist. Hips over the knees as we rise with the chin, the eyes. Shining the heart to the front. And then we're going to round the back and bring it in. So this is our flow. Flowing through cat and cow. Choosing the rhythm, the speed in which we work. We can hold on one particular. We can choose to go faster if you feel. Checking on the breath. Excellent. We're going to find ourselves back into that stillness. Back into that that down dog. Third one's the charm, excuse me. Table. Let's bring the intention back into those hands as we spread and press, curling those toes, rising with the hips. Adding movement, bending one, and then bending the other leg. As we find our next flow, pedaling. You can hold on one side, or you can pedal a little bit faster if you feel. Good, let's find that stillness. Invite the right foot up, three-legged. Bending that right leg, open up the hips so that right knee's pointed. Checking in on the hands, both arms straight. Straightening out that leg, square the hips up, bring the gaze in between the hands at the front of the mat, step that foot. Good. Drop that left heel down. Make those adjustments, warrior one. As we rise those hands up, shoulder width apart, palms facing in. So we want to rotate and turn ourselves so we're facing straight, heel is down. We can see those big toes, relaxation in the feet. So we don't want to grip like the claw. We want to relax the feet. All right. Reaching a little bit more as those hands go out to the sides. Bring the hands to bind behind as we lower the shoulders, rising with the chin. We're going to humble as we bow on the inside of that right knee. Crown of the head to the mat. Pressing those feet, rising with the chin. Shoulders low, check in. Check in on those feet. Good breathing, humble, bow. Pressing those feet as we rise, and so will the hands. Reaching up. As we take the left hand will come down to the mat. We'll be pivoting that back leg, the left heel. Following the right hand up as we gently and slowly find the mat with the left. Twist. Looking up at that right hand. Holding this, checking in on the breath. You're in a good space. That right foot, let's kick it back and have it join the left. Side angle. We've got options here. That left leg, the leg closest to the mat, we can bend and have it on the floor if we feel. That's a good option. We can also hold feet side by side. We could also rise with that right. Choosing the one that works. Let's take the right hand. Bring the right hand back to the mat as you square the hips up. Holding this plank. Engage the elbows. Press the hands. Keep the elbows in as we slowly lower chest, nose, forehead for 3, 2, good. Press the tops of the feet. Rise. Good. Forehead back down to the mat. Curl those toes. Push up. Rise with the hips. Down dog. Making those adjustments. Pedaling. Finding the stillness. Invite the left foot up. 3-legged. Pressing in the hands, both arms remain straight. Bend that left leg, open up the hip. Both arms straight. Check in with the right foot. That's it. Pointing that left knee to the sky. As we straighten out that left leg, square the hips up, look to the front. In between those hands, we're gonna step that left foot to the front as we drop the right heel down, back leg is straight. We're gonna square the headlights, the hips to the front, everything square to the front. Right leg straight, rising with the hands. Reaching up, warrior 1, reaching. As we extend those hands out to the side, bind the hands behind, lower the shoulders, rising with the chin. Check in with those feet, humble, as we bow on the inside of the left. Check in with those feet, from the feet, the legs, we rise, press. Good. Shoulders low, chin up, relaxation in the feet. Humble, bowing on the inside of that left. Crown of the head to the floor. Good, as we rise and bring the hands up all the way. Good. The right hand will find the mat as the right heel pivots up, and then with the eyes, we look up at the left hand, twisting. Taking that left foot, we're gonna kick it back to side angle. So the right knee, the one closest to the mat, can be on the floor. We can have them side to side. We can also lift the left leg up, choosing the option that works for us. Three, 2, let's take that left hand down to the mat, square the hips up, finding that plank. Check in with the hands, slowly lower for 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Tops of the feet, press, rising with the chin. Good, forehead back down to the ground. Curl the toes, push up, rise down dog. Look towards the hands, hopper step. Good, adding a nice bend in those legs, hands to the mat, or we can choose to hug the elbows and let yourself hang. Straightening out the legs, halfway lift. Flat back. Good. And fold, hands back to the mat as we rise. All the way. Hands come to prayer. Once they touch, dive the hands back down. Good. Hopper step the feet back. Plank. Knees to the floor, finding those adjustments in your table. We can grab a drink of water at any time, right? Good. All right. Okay. Let's chicken back with those hands. Spread the fingers, press the hands. Curl the toes, rising with the hips down dog. That's it, pedaling. Good, let's find that stillness. Right heel, invite the right foot up. So our next flow will be right knee to right elbow, and then kicking it back up. So you can choose to go a little faster as the right heel goes to right elbow. You can hold on one particular spot. If you want, you can choose the pace. So this is your flow. Right knee to right elbow. This will be my last one touching as we meet with that right foot up, looking to the front between the hands as we step the right foot, rising with the hands. As the hands, fingertips go up, the legs will straighten out. From here, we're gonna cactus the arms, we're gonna lower that knee to the mat, and then rise. And then lower, cactusing the arms for 5. And lower. 4. 3. 2. This will be our last one. As we cactus and lower, and as we rise with those hands, hands come to prayer. We're gonna cross that left elbow over the right knee. Bringing the hands in prayer, pressing them in a lot. Gaze, looking over the right shoulder, checking in with the breath, twisting. You're in a good place. Hold this. Let's bring the eyes back to the front. Eyes to look down towards the right foot as we take the hands and frame that foot. Kicking that right foot back, rising with the hips, down dog. Pedaling. Finding the stillness. Rising with the left leg. So the next flow will be left knee as we ripple forward in that plank to left elbow. And then rise. Choosing the rhythm that works. If you want to hold on one particular, you can. If you want to go a little quicker, you can. Left knee to left elbow. And then bring it up. Choosing the speed. We'll meet with that left leg up. Looking towards the hands. Step that left foot to the front. As we rise the hands into our high lunge, legs are going to straighten out. As we cactus the arms, slowly lowering right knee to the mat and then press it up. Cactus and lower. as you ride for 5, 4, 3, 2. So this will be the last one as we lower. Rising with the hands, bring the hands in prayer. Crossing the right elbow over the left. Bringing the hands in prayer. Pressing them in a lot. Back leg is straight. Looking over the shoulder. Looking over the left. Checking in on the breath. Twist. You're in a good position. You're in a good place. Preventing those injuries. Making time for yourself. Good. As we bring the eyes to the front, looking down towards that foot, as we frame and drop the hands, kick that left foot back, rising with the hips, down dog. Adding movement, pedaling. Ripple forward, finding the plank, lowering the knees down. We're gonna walk the hands to the right. We're gonna keep walking those hands as we bring the feet to the front. Good. Grabbing a nice drink of water, making those adjustments so the legs are straight. Adjusting that seated position. All right. As we reach the hands to the sides, rising with the hands, fingertips reach. We've got options here. As we forward fold, we have the option to go for the toes. We can bring the hands to the shin. As we bow the forehead to the legs. We could also bring the hands to the mat. So choosing the option that works as we fold and hold. As we release this pose, we're going to rise and bring the right knee to join us. Hugging that right knee in, hugging the knee in. Elongate the spine. Let's pick the right foot off the ground. We're going to cradle that foot and knee as we gently sway side to side. Gentle movement. Good. That left leg is still straight. All right, let's cross that right foot over the straight left leg. Placing your right hand behind. Rising with the left arm. Let's cross that left elbow over the right. Looking over the right shoulder. Twisting and hold. Three, 2, and let's bring the eyes back to the center, back to the front. Hello again. All right, let's rise. Let's lift that right foot off the mat. Let's hug that knee in. We're gonna extend that foot, that join, the left. As we reach the hands to the sides, rising with those hands. Forward fold to the toes, shin or floor. Going back to those three options. Hands on the feet, hands on the shin or the floor as you bow forehead to the legs. Check it in on the breath. Feeling the benefits of the process of yoga. As we come up and out of this, we're going to bring the left knee this time to hug in, elongate the spine. Check in with the breath as we pick the left foot up, gently sway that left side hip. Gentle movement, making time on that mat. Super beneficial. Good for you guys for joining today's class. Good for me. I'm very thankful to have you guys practice along with me today, so thank you very much. All right, let's take that left foot, step it on the outside. Let's take the left hand, place the left hand back, rising with the right, crossing that right elbow over the left knee, looking back, looking over that left shoulder twist. Taking a scan of the body, how do you feel? Check in on that breath. Check in on the mind. Back to the center. All right, let's pick that left foot off the ground. We're gonna keep that left leg bent, however. Sole of the left foot on the ground. Bring that right leg in. Both legs are bent. Hands behind as we windshield wiper, looking in the opposite direction of where the knees are dropping. So we're incorporating the neck. Our flow. So choosing, finding the pattern, the speed that works for us. If you want to hold, you can. If you want to go a little faster, you can. 2. All right. Back to the center. As we take one hand, keep that one hand behind, take the other hand in front. Straightening out one, straightening out the other. Making those micro adjustments to just get a little bit more length in that stretch, a little bit more depth. Reaching the hands to the front. Gentle movement as we reach to the side. Back in to the other side. Taking a scan, taking inventory of those sticky spots as we circle. Switch direction. Good. Taking one hand behind. Cartwheeling the other. So now both hands kick those legs. Let's bring those legs in. Bending both legs. Little bit of a windshield wiper. Action. Side to side. Good. All right. From here, guys, we're going to swing those legs back. We're going to find ourselves in table. Checking in with the hands, spread the fingers, press the hands. Drawing that circle with the hip. You can choose to switch whenever you feel. Switch directions whenever you feel. Spread the fingers, curl the toes, rising with the hips, pedal. Finding the stillness. Rising with the right foot. Bend that leg, open up the right. Open up that hip, so right knee pointed, both arms straight. Straightening out that leg, square the hips up. Look towards the front, step that right foot to the front between the hands. As we lower those shoulders, checking in with the hands, back leg straight, lead knee, that right knee is bent. You can see your toes. Extend the arms, lower the shoulders. Warrior two. Settling into the warrior two. Checking in with your breath. Warrior two. Check in with the feet. So we're not clawing. The lead hand, the right hand. We're going to flip that palm, exalt the warrior. And then back to warrior two, settle. Second time, flip that palm, exalt the warrior. Warrior two. Third and last time, we're going to flip that palm, exalt the warrior. Taking that right forearm, placing it on the right, on the top of the right thigh. Left fingertips pointed towards the ceiling. Let's keep moving over the ear as we bring the gaze up, side angle. Pressing right forearm on the right thigh. Finding the length through left fingers to left heel. Check in with the breath. Rising with the left fingertips to the sky. Left hand to the left side hip. Straightening out the right leg. Turning the 10 toes to face the left side. We can use a block here for the wide leg as you rise your hands. Wide leg, forward fold. We can use a block to bring the ground closer, or we can bring the hands to the ground. If we feel a little bit of tightness in the hamstrings, we can add a micro bend, letting the crown of the head hang heavy. Looking at the hands. Let's bring that left hand in where we find the left hand lined up with your nose. So the right hand is touching the mat, is touching the floor. We're gonna rise that right hand and we're gonna follow with the eyes that right hand. Wide angle, twist. Checking in on the breath. As we lower that right hand down, let's bring that right hand in as we line it up with our nose. So the left hand rises, looking up at that left hand. Good. As we bring that left hand down, We're gonna put a bend in the right leg, left leg straight. And then we're gonna transfer to the left and then the right. As we lunge laterally, we can keep the hands in prayer. We can add movement to the hands. Skater lunge, side to side. Stretching, finding the power. Good. As we bend that right leg, we're going to turn the toes towards the front, bring the hands down. We're going to step that right foot to join the left to find our plank. We're making those adjustments if need be. All right, here we are in the plank. Holding the plank for 5, 3, 2, awesome. Lower the knees, opening up the knees, big toes touch, sit back, child's pose. Good. Let's walk those hands back. Let's find that table as we bring the knees in, finding that alignment. Shoulders over the wrist, knees over the hips. Relaxation in the jaw. Head side to side from table. Gentle movement. Good. Finding that stillness. Eyes back to the mat. Spread the fingers, curl the toes. We're going to rise with the hips, down dog. Adding movement, pedaling. 2. As we find the stillness in our dog. Feeling the back of the legs, the benefits of this stretch. Checking in on the breath. Let's invite the left foot up, left heel up. Good. Bending the left leg, open up the hip. Pointing that left knee up, looking towards the hands, both arms straight. Straightening out that leg, square the hips up. Look towards the front, let's step that left foot. Back heel down, finding the warrior 2. Shoulders down, looking over that left hand, the lead hand. Checking in with the feet. Settle. Warrior 2. Flip the lead palm, exalt the warrior. And then back to warrior 2. Flip that palm, exalt. Warrior 2. Third time. Flip the hand. Exalt. Taking that left forearm, placing it on top of the left leg, rising with the right hand. Fingertips towards the sky. Continue with that arm over the ear. Bring the gaze up. Press left forearm, the left thigh, side angle. Finding the length between that pinky finger and the pinky toe. Pressing with that forearm. Checking in with the breath, side angle. Right hand towards the sky. Right hand finds the right side hip. As we straighten out that leg, turn the toes towards the right. Rising with the hands. Wide leg, forward fold. We can also use a block to bring the ground closer to us. Letting the crown of the head hang heavy. Checking in on the breath. You can add a bend in the legs to work that lower back. Looking towards the left foot. As we walk the hands towards that foot, turn the toes towards the front. Good. As we take a step back that left leg, finding the plank. Drop the knees down. Let's walk the hands to the right as we bring the feet, the legs back to the front. We're going to gently and slowly lower ourselves down to our back. Good. Hugging in the right knee. Both hands on the right knee. Pressing the left heel, the back of the head, into the mat. Opening the right arm out in a T. Right palm on the floor. The left hand will guide the right knee towards the left side, bringing the gaze away, looking towards the right hand. Twist. Nice. Back to the center. Hug the right knee in. Extend that right leg out to join the left. Hugging the left knee in. Both hands hugging the left knee, hugging that knee in. Good. Pressing back of the head. Pressing the right heel into the ground. Opening up the left arm in a T, left palm facing the floor. The right hand will guide the left knee towards the right side as we look away from that knee, looking towards the left hand twist. Checking in on the breath. Good. Back to the center. As we hug the right knee in to join the left. Soles of both feet on the ground. Opening up both arms in a T. Windshield wiper, gentle movement side to side. Good. From the center. Extending one leg, extending the other. Big toes touch, big toes pointed. Bringing the hands to the sky. Bringing the hands overhead towards the back of the room. Reaching with the fingertips. As we find that length. 3, 2, we're gonna hug it in, nose towards the knee as we rock from front to back. Finding ourselves in seated. We have the option to be seated. We can also choose the block if we feel, if we want. Hands to your sides as you reach to the sides. Reaching those hands up. Hands will find themselves in prayer as we lower the hands to heart center. Thank you very much for joining us in today's practice. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your week. Looking forward to seeing you again. Namaste, everybody.